It's the NFL on EA Sports. And the spotlight is on George Kittle. He's been a quarterback's best friend, nearing 1,300 yards receiving on the year. It's the 49ers and the Commanders next on Madden NFL 23.
Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. From his end zone is Byron Pringle. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Here are the Commanders for their first drive of the game. Bringing this crew out, it's someone known for his big arm since he entered the league back in 2016. Jacoby Brissett.
He's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Second down and a run by Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. Throwing, Brissett. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Brissett now. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Christmas Eve here in 2022. A big slate today of Saturday games. But we will have, ready for this, a triple header of action on Christmas Day tomorrow. I think it's pretty safe to say we won't have a white Christmas in any of these places, however. We start with the Packers and Dolphins in Miami at 1 Eastern. Then you got the Broncos and Rams from Los Angeles. And then finally, the Bucs and Cardinals at 8:20 Eastern in the desert. Plus one more for good measure on Monday. Once the family's all gone back home and Grandma's puttered out of the house, grab the leftovers and sit back and watch the Chargers and the Colts from Indianapolis. The numbers in last week's bowl game for Robinson: 14 carries, 53 yards.
Well, to no one's surprise, he gets an early rep right there, and they've been playing their best ball this season as they've built this winning streak. And that includes the ground game, where he's kept the offense productive and put them in position to win ball games. The question now is, can this defense that he's facing do what others haven't and finally put a stop to this streak?
They'll run with Robinson. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. This is 3rd and goal. Brissett. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Clelin Ferrell able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It's up about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. This one from 35 yards away. And his kick is good. And the Commanders get out to a 3-0 lead. And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well. So your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. So here are the Niners now to get their first drive. They'll be led out by Mr. Irrelevant in the 2022 draft, a guy with something to prove, Iowa State's career passing leader. And that's Brock Purdy.
And he comes to the end of the season leading the NFL in passing yards. And that's not necessarily something you set out to do at the beginning of the year, but it's a good illustration of how remarkable and consistent he's been all season.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. That pass complete to Moore. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Now former 6th-round pick. It's Elijah Mitchell. Pushes him over. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. Going quickly out wide to Moore. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams...
All the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the second drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Go a little tennis out.
I know you like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out and they get a backhand. What was the serve? What was the return on?
It was a backhand. And a really good backhand.
With some nice top spin on the whole bit. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
Brissett on first down. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. To throw is Brissett. And he'll go right back to Thomas, complete again. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little...
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Commanders have taken the lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's finished off by a Terry McLaurin touchdown. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
On the move past the 40. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 24 yards the gain there. Another first down as well. They run over center with Mitchell. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Another run, this time McCaffrey. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Purdy looking to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. 2nd and 7. Here's Purdy. And it's caught. Touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel, a 14-yard touchdown. And the 49ers are an extra point away from evening this one up. On that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Robinson up the middle. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. These two teams all tied after one. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. To throw, Brissett. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He hasn't had a ball touch the ground yet. 8 of 8 throwing it. Perfect so far, including the touchdown on the last drive, you remember, as they begin 1st and 10 here. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And some room to maneuver. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards there and a first down. The Niners at 11-3 on the year. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
Play action. Now Purdy. Open man is Samuel. Complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Shotgun now with Purdy. That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers have moved down in front. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that makes it a 17-10 score. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown. Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Brissett. Pass incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will work his way out of bounds here at the 25-yard line. 87 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. Well, we have seen some rookie running backs come in and have a big impact year one. And this guy would certainly fit that bill, as that was one heck of a run there.
And what I really enjoyed about that run and what made it so impressive to me was how he improvised along the way. Sometimes on a big play, you just get the football and you take off in a straight line and go. But this time, how about the artistry of that play? That looked a little bit like a Picasso to me.
A 1st down throw for Brissett. And he's got it. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Here's Brissett. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. On 3rd down, Brissett. To the back of the end zone, but too high. Over everybody and incomplete.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take, punt.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Past the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. The kick return touchdown goes for 97 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. On 1st and 10, Brissett. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Brissett. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That'll put him right at 99 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Brissett sets to throw it. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that will bring up 2nd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
From the 44, Brissett. And he wisely will throw that one away. The offense on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. McCaffrey on the counter. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Throwing here, Purdy. He's got the connection to Moore. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 83 yards receiving now for him on the afternoon as he's got a first down here.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. 53 yards rushing for him now to this point. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Purdy. He's got this complete to Ayuk on the out route. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. On 2nd and 9, Purdy. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Purdy now to throw. Got a man, that's Ayuk. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and now it's 3rd and 3. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Got his target, Samuel. And the Niners are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
2nd down and goal. Purdy. This will be caught at about the 5. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now Purdy. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. Touchdown! Elijah Mitchell in the final seconds of the first half. And the 49ers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. Some great games coming up on Sunday, highlighted by a 1 o'clock matchup in Miami. A good test for the Dolphins as they'll take on the always tough Green Bay Packers. Excellent games in the late afternoon window as well. One being out in Los Angeles, where it'll be the Rams taking on the Denver Broncos. Then on Sunday night, wrap up your Christmas day with a great one in the NFC. The Bucs and Cardinals at 8:20 Eastern Time. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for Washington. And they've had plenty of success throwing the football so far this afternoon, as they're on pace to throw for over 300 yards if their form holds. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they too were able to take advantage of a soft secondary, as both of these two teams really threw the ball at will in that first half. Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, and believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
Chase Young able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. First possession of the second half now for Washington. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he's got some space here. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 104 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Brissett. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 12 and a Commander's first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. To throw is Brissett. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Brissett looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 14. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a 1st down. From the red zone now, Brissett toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Brissett again. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Brissett. Flush to his right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
And his kick here is good. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the 3rd quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. On the toss, they run wide side with McCaffrey. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked down inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down. Brissett now. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down. Brissett. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Bradley Chubb from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9. It's 3rd and long for Brissett. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. Here's McLeod on the return. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. There's Purdy on 1st and 10. That's to Mitchell out of the backfield. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
13 yards there and a Niner first. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Chase Young able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Purdy with it on 3rd and long. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. There's Terry McLaurin, such an exciting pass catcher as this offense comes out for their next drive. Good day for him so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the 3rd quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp. 3rd quarter action, and we appreciate you spending your Christmas Eve right here with us. 2nd and 10. Here's Brissett. And he will find his man Samuel. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards to pick up there. Brissett on 1st down. Out left to Dotson. Gets around him. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Commanders in possession of the football, but they trail as we start this 4th quarter. Dancing to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And the deficit will hold at 15. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory. 44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Purdy. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. First down, here's Mitchell. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Mitchell. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. McCaffrey will get into the end zone for a 49er touchdown. This one now, Charles, you have to think all but over.
I would agree with that because this offensive line, they've been physical from the first snap of the game, and it's taken a toll on this defense. And it was never more evident than on that play right there. They continue to move the line of scrimmage forward, and they open up enough space there to get their guy into the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. Out comes the Washington offense as we get a look at the playoff race in the NFC. Well, with 3 weeks left, they are in one of those 3 wild card spots, Charles, but that spot is not clinched, and there's not a ton of breathing room for them, so the bottom line, they just need to focus on winning right now.
Yeah, they totally have their eyes open, don't they? They know they've got teams trying to run them down. They can hear their footsteps. The question coaches ask guys in the locker room, do you have another gear left to pull away and lock in that playoff spot? If so, let's hit it.
It's a first down Washington on a pickup of 18. Here's Brissett. Going to throw right side here, complete. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Again, it's Brissett. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 42. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Now a stoppage, and we've got Chubb shaken up on the play. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Brissett's throw complete to Dotson. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah,
touchdown Washington. Antonio Gibson, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Commanders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. They'll look to throw. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The 49ers settling in for their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
Well, Brennan, we always know that once you score one touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. Out of the gun, Purdy. The quick slant caught. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. Fourth and goal.
Nice completion, nice gain.
Great tackle.
Really good tackle. Kept him in bounds, kept things going. What do you do here?
That's the question. Let's see what they do. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Christian McCaffrey. His 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Brissett sets to throw it. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw, Brissett. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down. Throwing, Brissett. And Thomas has it. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to bring up second down. They'll throw again. Brissett. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. To throw is Brissett. And he'll complete this to Gibson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the play. A first down throw for Brissett. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Brissett. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Brissett. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Clelin Ferrell picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you can earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. From the gun, here's Brissett. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Fourth down, Brissett. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Second down and right back to McCaffrey. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Mitchell. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
So no shortage of offense in this game. A very clean game, too, Charles. Each side got its points, but they did so without committing a single turnover.
That's so true, and it certainly felt like NFL football at its finest, right? You talk about the highest level for both of these offenses. Neither one of them afraid of taking risks, and both of them aggressively pushing it downfield. I did like, Brandon, how smart they were about going about their business, though. They were high-flying, but they took care of the ball.
Yeah, they did, and just keeping it clean in a game like this with all these points, you don't see that very often, even at the highest level. Job well done by both sides.
So for the Niners,